boy Vaz Unique the Lone Wolf. Little quick episode of Hip Hop Chop Shop. This one is gonna be a little different. This is one I call Quick Beats. Because when I first started this show, before I started doing the little videos and everything, I was showing y'all different tutorials how to sample. Different ways you can sample on different platforms like Logic, Machine, Pro Tools, various methods to sample from YouTube, records, CDs, movies. So I'm gonna keep doing that up. I'm gonna keep doing that for you. So show you various ways to sample from various platforms, how to sample, various DAW systems. So I'm gonna get back to that every now and then. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna still show the videos and everything, but I'm trying to get more underground videos. So you know I gotta get out there and reach one and teach one. You know what I'm saying? So we can get this back in return. So today we're gonna be working in Logic. You know, Logic Pro. I'm gonna try to make it simple. And today we're just gonna work with WAV files. So I'm gonna show you how you can sample the loops that already come with it. So a lot of people don't understand, like, you can actually sample music, right? But then you also got samples that you buy. You can build your sample library from like Loop Masters, Big Fish Audio, you know, etc. So you know what I'm saying. So but Logic actually comes with some loops that you get to play with. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to remember the thing that I taught you, and you can go always watch my YouTube at youtube.com/capital B, capital D, capital E, Studios, lowercase, all together. Alright, so that's youtube.com/BDE Studios. And remember, you got to put B, D, and E capitalized, and Studios is lowercase. So you go to the right channel. You feel what I'm saying? To that Vaz Unique. You feel what I'm saying? So so let's get busy. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna find something to play with, and then basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna alter it. And usually I probably kind of like show, but since we doing this real quick, I'm gonna let you listen and see if you can catch on, and then I might do the screen share thing again. But it's all on how y'all react. So let's go. So what we gonna do now is we gonna find a groove. You know, basically like a little groove or something. Let's go with some orchestra. Let's see. I like this. I actually did a song with this, so I ain't gonna use this one right now. And the beautiful thing about using this in Logic, right, it already comes with a tempo. Like it'll tell you how many beats it is. Basically what it's like, the measures 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, right? And then it has the tempo for you. And then it also has the note, the key note. So which makes it easier to make beats. So all of y'all just been making beats. Now how you make sounds go together and loops go together, it's the same thing how you guys got to use auto-tune the right way. You have to put it in the proper key. So whatever loop that we start off with, whatever key, we're going to make the rest of the sounds. If we play it on keyboard, the bass, or whatever, we're going to play it in that key. So that's the beautiful thing. And like say right now, this is that, like this actual sound that I'm using in Logic, which makes Logic workflow. It's an 84 tempo, but the tempo in the DAW system is 120. So by that being at 120, it literally plays it back at your tempo. Alright, because the original tempo is at 84. That is actually playing. See? Now I just changed the tempo in Logic in the DAW system to 74. So you see how I just switched up? That's the beautiful thing about when you mess with Logic. You know, when you get these loops and you get the loops, and you can buy extra loops that go in there. So we was playing that at 120, so now I'm about to speed it up and I'm about to play it at, let's see, something ridiculous, just so y'all can understand what I'm saying. Now I changed the tempo to 140 in the DAW system. And remember, the tempo of this is actually 84. But like I said, the beautiful thing about Logic, once you buy Apple loops and you get loops and you program it in Apple, it reads the tempo, reads the key, and automatically changes it to the tempo that you got. So now we can change this 84 to a 140. Sorry about that. Here we go. Now we just heard that three different ways, completely different sound. The sound is the same, the melody is the same, or the groove is the same, but see how we just changed the tempo. All right. Now this tempo is a 90, and I'm playing it at 140. So I like that. We're gonna come in, we're gonna drag that in, because we're gonna try to make this quick so I can show y'all. And you can put these beats together so quick, dude, just with these loops. So we're gonna do quick beats, so I'm gonna just show you how you can just chop things up with these loops. So now I got it back in here in the DAW system, and then we're gonna loop it. Right? So quick, right? Now, if I wanted to, all right, I'm gonna come over here and I'm EQ real quick. Now, when you EQing, I like to kind of like, I mix as I go. So I kind of always kind of like filter the low end and the high end out. So when I come to the next instrument, then I balance them out so they all stay level. But if you're interested in that, I'll do that in another tutorial. I'm gonna cut it between put it at 100, frequency at 100 on the low end, and on this high end. See, then I can just do it like that. Kind of like lo-fi, because that's what lo-fi is doing. Take the high end and the low end, but I want it to stand out a little bit. So we'll put it right there. Kind of dumb it down. Hey, tell me what you really want. I can go and get it down. I can be underground. VES, feel it now. Hey. So that I kind of like, rap to my piece and make sure it's like a little flow there, So now what I'm doing, I'm putting a little compressor on it. And I'm gonna do since it's horns, I'm gonna go to a compressor by type. So I just brought those horns out. I just opto type. Yeah. And a lot of people trip because I actually do my EQ first, like I'm mastering on the master track. Some people like to do the compressor, then the EQ, but I personally do every track like I master. EQ, compressor, and then you do the delay and then reverb. Always do your delay before you add reverb. And then I put all my effects on the bus track. Right? Now, so I'm gonna put a little delay on it. I'm gonna put a tape delay. Now sometimes you gotta stop it. You hear the feedback from that delay, because it kind of like. So I let that play out, and then. Yeah. Now that quick, we just took that one loop. It started at a 90. We're playing it at a 140. I added an EQ and a compressor, right? And then I just put a tape delay on it. Alright. Now I'm gonna add a little reverb real quick. So gives it more feel, right? Now what I can do is, what you can do is, just to get a little feel, some people put like a little clap in there, or the hi-hats. Some people put a little kick in there. You can do it all a little different. Some people actually even start with the drum track first, but after I find out, once you start learning how to make beats and you know how to make drum tracks, it's better to make your beats, I would say, like backwards sometimes. Because sometimes when you want that bass beat, I'm going to start from the drums and a bass line. You know what I'm saying? So you're either going to start from the drums with a bass line, because that's how you're going to get your groove, or you start with the melody and work back to the beats. And I kind of like starting with the groove and the melody, because then you can play your drums and everything to the beat, So it's just a personal preference. Just try both ways, and then you can see which way that you like. So right now, and now I'm about to show you, just because we messing with loops, right? Since we messing with loops, we're just gonna do it from here, because I can show you how to do it with the MIDI pen. And again, if you want to get some tutorials, man, go to my YouTube channel, because I got a lot of these showing you on my channel how to do it with samples, how to use the MIDI pen, how to use various samplers like the ES24 in Logic, because it maps it to the keyboard. So if y'all want any of these tips, the things that I'm talking about today, just leave a link, message me on my YouTube channel or my Instagram. You know what I'm saying, at BDE Studios _buys unique. But since we messed with these loops, so now I'm gonna go right to a clap, right? So I told you, all you got to go ahead and go into the search bar. I got to reset it though from orchestra, and then I'm gonna go, instead of looking for it, I'm just gonna type in claps, right? Oh, and we also got to remember though too that we also got to remember to put a note. I like to put a note of what key it was in. Remember, we're in D, so that's how I always remember. They got a little note section over in Logic. Sometimes you can put it up here in your what do you, I keep forgetting what you call this section right here. It's not your transport. It's your transport, but it's half a transport, because the play and everything's not showing. So you can put it up there, customize it so it can show up in there. My mind just running a blank right now. So then we can listen to claps. Now remember, you can do this certain ways. You can actually loop these, or you can actually take these loops, chop them up, and assign them to the keyboard and play them yourself. But like I said, this is quick beats. I just want to show y'all real quick. All right, so. Alright, see, I like that already. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take that. I ain't even gotta do nothing to it. It's already remembered, because it's already playing it at my tempo. And believe me, this is not cheating. Like, your favorite producer is doing this. Just Blaze, if you ever watch Just Blaze, he used to load 16 samples to pick which one he wanted. Then he would chop it up. If he took a drum break, they take loops of drum breaks, and then they chop them up and they use them drums. That's how they used to make their own drum breaks and everything. And back in the day, they used to do that with the drum sets, because they would wait for the drummer solo, or the actual break, intro, outro, whatever, and you would sample that up, especially if it was a instrument solo. So you would take that and just take that and chop it up, especially the drums, because you bring the drums in, put that in your little loop, 2, 4, 8 bar loop. You feel what I'm saying? And then you can just chop up the drums and assign and actually play with their drum kit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you want to know how to do that, just hit me up and I'll make sure that I do that. So now here we go. That's in there. I'm about to do the same thing with the EQ. See, I just took that out and then I'm gonna slide it back. Right now I'm between 200 and 500 on the low end. And between 10K and 20K on the high. Now sometimes, since they usually don't have a clap, sometimes on the compressor I like to start off with a snare drum preset, and then I'll probably play with it. And I'm giving this on auxiliary. Sometimes I like to give every sound, even when I do a drum track, its own auxiliary. Because it will give you a secret. It also gives you extra gain. It's another volume control. And then when I'm done with the drums, anything with the drums or the sound, and then I bust all my drum sounds to another aux. And then I throw another, you know what I'm saying? Do some more processing there. Slow trick. But now y'all hear that rhythm, right? Hey, watch the boy go, break it down. Hey, yay. I don't wanna feel my sound. Whoa, watch me go get it. Did this shit every day, boy, gon' spit it. 20 once before, yeah, you all bullshit. See what I'm saying? So that's how I go, right? So again, like I said, I'm just playing with these loops, bro. And you can affect them. We all can have these same loops, but it's all on how you work them. You feel me? Some gonna chop them up, some gonna speed them down, slow it up. Now, I could have did that too. Like, even though I got this at the pitch, even though I sped it up, because the original, remember, was something slow like an 80, I'm playing it at 140. So it's already different. Now, if I really wanted to play with, and then I, lo-fi'd it a little bit, play with the EQ, then if I really wanted to play with it, right? If I really wanted to play with it, I could have went to, like, since we in Logic, I could have went to Apple and use the AU pitch. And with the AU pitch, now you got to remember, when you use the AU pitch, you have to put the AU pitch on the actual track, because if you put it on the auxiliary track, you're going to hear two different sounds. You're going to hear both sounds. You're going to hear the original signal, and then you're going to hear the signal going to the bus, playing it. So just make sure when you use the Apple AU pitch, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right? So this is what I mean. So if I put this pitch on, I'm going to go to Apple. I'm going to just show you real quick. And I go to this thing called AU pitch. And I put that on. Right? See what I'm saying? See what I just did to it already? And then the original was this. That's the original. See, now if I wanted to, I could have it play like this in the regular spot. And then when it gets to the hook, you can. Hey. Hey. Now, right? So So that's what I mean. That's playing with the pitch. And usually how the rule of thumb goes, if you sample something that's already fast, you're gonna slow it down. If you sampling something that's already slow, you're gonna speed it up. You know what I'm saying? It's easy as 1, 2, 3, ABC. You feel what I'm saying? So that's even when you sampling from a record, CD, whatever you sampling, loops or whatever. That's usually how you're gonna do it when you want to distort it. Then other than that, you're gonna pitch it, and pitch it up and down. So you heard how both of them sound at each point. So now, but what I was talking about, if I take it over here though, and you put it on the bus, I want to see if you can hear the difference. So I don't know if you can hear it. It's distorted. It's actually really playing the same until I turn it up. See what I'm saying? That doesn't work. It doesn't work that well. So that's what you don't want to do. So you want to make sure when you use the pitch, remember, when you use the AU pitch, you want to put it on the actual track that the instrument is on and not the bus track. Okay. And two, you got to remember, I like using that one because it doesn't change your tempo. Even though you turn it down, pitch it down, or make it go fast, it's still going to blend with everything else. Because it doesn't actually change the tempo. It's still playing at 140, and then it's still going to match up with everything else. And I think we're going to keep it at this pitch. Right? So that was a little note. FYI note. Now, real quick, and then same thing. So we going to, this how we type in claps. I'm going to type in hi-hats. Right? Which is simple. No. Alright. And then if you want to hear how it goes, now what I love about this too is not only does Logic give you loops in waveform, they give you loops in MIDI form. So that means these hi-hats that's playing right now, right? I can drag that in. Now once I drag that in, I can bring that up. And then if I want to change this to 30 seconds, 16ths or whatever, I can change how these hi-hats play. I can put a roll in here, right? Y'all feel me? So, and I love it like that because you can keep it regular. And what I mean by a roll, y'all know what a roll is. It's the repeat. So, right, and I just added this in. Now remember too, like when I mix my drums, y'all should get a picture of a drum set. Because if you really mix and you get a drum set, you got to remember that the hi-hats are actually to the left, kick drums to the right, snare drum is right here, and then the toms go doom, doom, doom. So when you're mixing it, your tom should be over here, one of your cymbals here, one of your cymbals here, your hi-hat is over here, and the snare drum is slightly to the left, and your kick drum is dead center, and your clap goes dead center. So but that's how I like to just picture drums in your head. And now you hear that what you call that, the little maraca thing. All right, when you hear that, and now since it's MIDI, right, I can take it out at certain spots, right? So on that second measure, when it comes to the beginning of the third measure, say if I don't want that there, this is why I love MIDI. I can come here and just erase that MIDI clip. That part right there, then I can just erase that. Now it's only gonna come around and kick off on every 4 instead of on every second, right? So here we go. See, in black. All right. So you see how quick we already got this moving? We already got this moving. And this is like one of the best ways. And always after you lay something, you get it sound how you want it to sound. You want to make sure, when you lay it down, do a quick save. You know what I'm saying? Especially, be a good Christian. Because, Jesus always saves. All right, that's a joke. I'm going to hell. But, for real, though, this is a joke. That was a joke how a guy told me one time. It was a joke that they told me about Jesus and the devil writing an essay for God and the power went out. But anyway, I took it anyway. But anyway, but now you see how I did that real quick. Now, if I wanted to add like a little roll, you know, like a stutter, right? So we'll go here, right? And the best tool to do it with is the paintbrush, is the brush tool, right? And so right now I'm only on 16ths of a note. So now if I wanted to stutter, I'm gonna go to 32 because it's already at 16. So I'm gonna put it on the 32. Now when I use this brush, right? When I use this brush, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do it here. So now at the end, so y'all can hear it. See, but that was too fast, so we're not gonna do it like that, right? So I'm gonna come back. So sometimes you gotta listen to it to see where you want it to go. So. All right. Actually, I wanted to go on the second clip. So let me bring this one up. Actually, let me bring both of them up. All right. All right, so right there. Yeah. And we'll do it again right here. Right? And that's what makes it so beautiful with these MIDI loops and these wave loops. Because like I said, you can chop at the wave loops and you can customize these MIDI loops. All right, so that one didn't sound right, so we go back and we fix that. And usually how I do it in fours. Just like me counting the yeah. Now just for y'all who can't hear it, so you can hear it. Oh no. Let's right. Remember? So that's it. All right. So real quick. So you gotta remember, so you can make it yours, man. I'm telling you, all your favorite top 10, your favorite producers is doing this, bro. Like sometimes we're working too hard. Like you got real people. Now don't get it twisted. Now you got some people who will take it this far, right? And then they'll just start playing the keys because they really play piano and everything. See, I'm a digital musician, you know. So when you play, I play my keys, you know, little bar by bar, and then you know chop, sample, make grooves, arpeggiate, stretch things out of that nature. So as you see right here, I found my groove. But you got some people who will just come here, they'll find that, and then for you, pick up their guitar, start playing their guitar to it, start playing their bass to it, start playing some live keys and some chords to it, and then they build on it from here. All right, but this is quick beats. This is for mostly the rest of my digital musicians who trying to get it out of here, don't have a beat machine or whatever. I'm showing you how to pound this out. All right. So as you already hear, you hear there's quick grooves going. It's already sounding nice. Yeah. Then you start to rap to it. Make sure it's going. Hey, yeah. Bounce. Everybody wanna feel that flow. Get it back. Let's go. We can go and do it like. Let's hope. I just wanna go and do. I know. Right. Again. So I just do that. Whenever you do that, it don't have to make sense. You just got to go with the rhythm. You know, just so you can see like if somebody was rapping or you were saying the right words. Really, what you're doing is you're finding the rhythmic pattern as you're making a beat. You know, right? So, I mean, we halfway there. Now I could cheat again. Right, I already hear something, right? So I don't want to go straight to a drum kick. So if I want to do, let's see, we're gonna go to the sampler. All right, I'm gonna go to the sampler. The EX24 already has a lot of samples. You can make your own sample, but it also has its own. So I like, it's got a. And you know, now like I said, I could have cheated. Which I'm supposed to do. Because I didn't think I was going to take this long to find it, because I told you I was going to use loops in these midis. Just to show y'all. But I'm looking for my sub. And it's not going to come to me quick right now, just because I want to show it to y'all. So. Alright, so just go in here, go to the library, type in kick. Alright, there you go. Like me. Turn this up. I like to put saturation on here, but you can use Logic has a. Logic has a maximizer. So if you don't have like a saturator, you can go to specialize and hit sub bass. So I just made it deeper. Alright. Alright, I'm still going to put a little saturation because I'm spoiled. I got the plug-in, so this is plug-in from SoftTube I like to use is saturator. SoftTube. Now that's dumping. Here we go. Right. Alright, so real quick. I ain't gonna sit there all day. I took too long trying to find it for you, so I'm gonna quantize that real quick. Put that back on 16. Because I changed it. You gotta remember too when you do that. Alright. Money on my mind, motivated all the time. Fools wanna get that. Watch your boy spit that. Grab the microphone, yeah, boy, gon' rip that, clip that. Stop that BS, boy. We walk while you talk, boy. You just act like a bitch. All you do is squawk, boy. Hey. Know how, boy, get it down. Fools wanna feel that sound. When you know the boy so underground. Mama flow live spit. Okay, so just like that, you feel me? So you know, really, that's just a quick beat. Now if I wanted to. We got the bass drum going. You know, like I said, we can come start playing some keys over this. Right. But I'm going to show you another trick. Because a lot of these loops got parts to it. So I can go find the name of this loop that I use. I can go back and see if they got another part for it. If I want to chop it up. And, you know, make it a lead, add a little another sound. But like I said, We already got it rocking, bro. Now, remember how we started just from that bass. I mean, from that brass sample. Hey, went to that clap, right? To the hi-hat. It's only 3 sounds. What? And then we added that deep kick. Yeah. Now, I know some cats that'll just take that shit and be like, Vibes, give it to me just like that. I'm about to rap to that shit just like that. But we ain't done yet. Because we still got to go down with the snare, right? Still got to go down with the snare. We can still add a bass if you want to. Now, you got to remember, though, if you got a sub bass, you definitely got to watch how it don't cancel out. Sometimes you might have to, what do you call it? Side chain a compressor. So every time your kick hit, it don't cut through the bass, or vice versa. So you're gonna side chain the kick and the bass that you playing. If they both really deep on the same end. So what that does is every time your bass drum kick, it cuts out the actual bass. You know what I'm saying? It cuts it out like on the low end, but it happens so quick you don't hear it because everything is hitting and it's still gonna blend. But that's actually what the side chain does, and that's what I usually mostly use my side chain on when I'm making my beats. It's basically just for the bass and my kick drum, so they don't conflict with each other or whatever. But at the same time, though, we got to go in here and EQ it. But the reason why mine sound nicely blended, because you got to remember, I EQ'd and compressed it as I put it in. You know. So some people, some producers say don't do that because you get lost in the sauce of creating and then you're mixing at the same time. But it's just all in your workflow. So just listen. Half of these is tips, and then you're gonna learn your own workflow. But my kick drum and everything is already going in blended because on how I already laid it in there. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't even laid it to here we go. Yeah. So that's why it's hitting like that. And then I still busted to another track, auxiliary track, to bring it up, EQ to saturate it. And you gotta remember too, like Logic takes a lot of the work out of it for you. Like this kick drum that I typed in and I picked, it already had the EQs over there. So I can go over there and fix it. So when I picked that kick drum, it said it was an Ultra Beat, so which is one of the drum machines in Logic. It put an overdrive on it, an enveloper, a channel EQ. And then I added the sub bass. And then you can go in each one of those plugins and try, because they already EQ to get you these sounds, and you can go in there and freak it some more. So if you got a Mac, you know, I highly recommend that you play with this Logic Pro. You know, and it's well worth it. The DOS is only like $200, man, and it comes with hella shit, and it's hella platforms that work with it or whatever. I use my machine, Logic. You know what I'm saying? I actually learned how to do Pro Tools, and I got into this. So, you know, then I used to make beats off of Reasons. And I mean, all this is compatible. I use a machine. My native machine works into this. So, you know, those are all other things, too, that you know, I'll show you how to get busy in. So. Right? So the beat is coming on nicely. I said this is going to be quick beats. I think I'm kind of going over of it being quick because I'm trying to teach you at the same time. But as you can see, if I wasn't teaching you how quick this would actually be going. So I know some of y'all, I'm like, I wish you could see the screen. If you want to see the screen, like I said, I got some beats. Go to my YouTube channel. And like I said, I got all these going. Working with MIDI, working with the audio, sampling. You know, they kind of like the earlier videos, so you got to scroll kind of down, just read the titles. But I got them there for you. So, you know, seeing, you know, it's a hip hop chop shop. You know, like I said, I'm you know, sometimes every now and then I'm gonna show you how to chop it up. You know, and if you guys, you know, want something specific, want me to go into detail to where I need to show the screen and everything, I will. Just right now, I'm just kind of like breaking it down and letting y'all hear by ear how quick and easy it is. Because if you already into this, is more so people who already know how to make beats. So you can you're kind of like following along with me of what I'm saying and what I'm throwing out there, right? So all right, so I kind of like this. Right, so then I'm gonna go to some vocals. All right, let's see what kind of vocals I can throw with this. So now I said we were in D, right? So I got a whole bunch of vocal samples, vocal packs, world, big fish audio and loop masters, you know, is bundles, and then you can load them into your loops as well. So and then like I said, you can. So it'll be another show you can sample your own. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit more time because then you're gonna go look through, you know, movies, other videos, you know, clips, whatever you want to sample. So you know that's the only thing about sampling. It's a little time consuming unless you already found your sample first, and then you start to make the beat. If you're making a beat, you want to find something, you know, you got to go dig for it and you got to go get an idea. So I'm just gonna go to vocals and then I'm gonna look for. So that's how I do it. Sometimes I just play, sometimes and then when you hear it, right? When you hear these, when you mess with the vocal loops and samples, you don't have to keep it how it is. What you're doing is you're listening to it, you're seeing how it goes, and then you're like, okay, I can take that sample, and then I can chop that sample up, and then I can, you know, only play a part of that sample. You know what I mean? Now you can chop it up to the keyboard, or you can literally just chop up the wave. You know, cut and paste. You know what I mean? That's some world samples. I'm only trying to do ones that's in the key. It's a choir. That should sound like. Here we go. That's a choir. No, that's too dragging. Now I could go spend some more time with that if I really wanted to really use that. Remember, because I told you we can tweak all these sounds. But like I said, it's quick beats. I'm really putting a quick beat together, but it's just stretching out because I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
So now if I wanted to take that, right, I'll take that. And we're going to make it real quick now. The beautiful thing about this tuning Logic is this is actually in C, but Logic has a mode in here where it'll play, check this out, it'll play your waveforms or your MIDI forms in the note that you want. You just come down here where you sample to hear the music, and then right next to the volume, it has a dialog box, and right before the dialog box, it says play in, and it says play in key, or you can change it to the key, but it'll.
Just that simple, folks. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. So I think I'm gonna play with this a little bit right here. And then, like I said, then you know, I can go and arrange it. But since it's quick beats, we're just gonna chop this up real quick. And then I'll make up my mind. Let's see. So, like I said, we can come here and I can cut this in half, right? Command T. We'll slice it. Now I'm just gonna bring this half over here. Alright. Alright, and just to show you, if I wanted just to repeat it. So now that's if I wanted to. So now I got another copy of that. So and all I did was I cut that loop in half and played the first part. Now here's that loop all together again where she says that whole thing. But now it's kind of loud, so I'm gonna turn that down. And you can go over here to once you guys have your clips actually picked. You can go to region, and then over here in the region, over the dialog box, over the tracks, it has options. It says mute, loop, transpose, follow them, and then gain. You're gonna double click in the gain where it's empty, and I'm gonna put -7. That means it's gonna take it down 7 decibels. The actual sample itself, not the track, right? Now it's playing a little bit smoother, right? So, but now, so like I said real quick, because I think I'm already going too long. I was trying to keep it underneath an hour, at least a half an hour or something. I haven't been watching the time. So, now what I like to do is, though, when you mess with these filters, when you do the high pass, yank it all the way till you take it out, and then back it back down, slide it back down. Now remember, if I wanted to lo-fi it, I can. Right, so you know I'm gonna be like lazy right now. If I wanted to be lazy, I can, you know, leave it like that. But I would still come over here, tweak it, because like I said, I still like to tweak with my limiter. I'm gonna put the tube vocal on it and see what it sounds like. Now, if we wanted to have fun, remember we can go to the remember what I told you? The pitch. We can go play with the pitch real quick. Now I feel like I'm rushing, because I feel like I'm taking on long. All right. But really, there you go. I think I'm gonna leave it alone and just probably play with it some more. Not gonna pitch her voice, but. And I mean, basically, man, there you go, man. It's your boy Vaj Unique, the Lone Wolf, the Hip Hop Chop Shop. And this is what I call quick beats. A little something, and then probably go a little more in depth, but I'm pretty sure this went longer than what I think it was gonna go. So, but yeah, man, it's your boy Vaj Unique, man. Hip Hop Chop Shop, Vaj Unique, the Lone Wolf. Check out my single, man, Stoner. Be on the lookout for the cute tees, my shirts. The website should be done sometime in February or whatever. It probably should be up by February. So that's my goal. If you need a shirt before then, you just gotta tap in, hit me on the IG, on the Instagram. You can message me on Facebook doing the messenger. Go friend me at what is it? Cute Tees by Unique Apparel. So it's cute_tees by Unique Apparel or QT. I can't remember right now. I can't remember how I wrote my own thing. But you'll see my face on there. It's cute tees and then it's underscore by Unique Apparel. I just can't remember if it's cute_tees or cute tees together. But I believe it's cute tees together. CUTETEES. Right? Underscore by Unique Apparel. You know what I'm saying? Which is the clothing line. So yeah, man. So I got a lot of things going, man. I'm almost done with school. I just finished this up. Well, I'll be done with the full associate's degree part in February. I'm in the bachelor's degree program, so I still got 16 more months to go. But I did it, man. I did it. So I'm halfway through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting my junior year, baby. So holla at your boy. Vaj Unique, Hip Hop Chop Shop. Holla. Oh yeah, quiet but lurking and always working. Yee!